of the civil aviation industry. So we are ensured that the airport has a proper security screening measure, and that our adverts, our aviation security have been on top after obtaining training from both local and international. What are the challenges at the airport? And we thought to bring this to the attention of the public as a new government about to take over. The instrument learning system that we have at the airport is up to date, calibrated, but here is the difficulties. What is being used now, that system is out of stock and they are no longer dealing in that equipment, and Liberia need to purchase a new learning, new instrument for learning. Meaning, what is being used now, if today the breakdown, to mean the Rabat International Airport is close to international, and the cost of that is 200,000. And once as we gradually come to the close of this administration, that these are issues and urgent that need an urgent attention of the incoming government to ensure that those equipment are changed. Because if they are not changed, and there is at the moment it is up to standard. You buy a car, but when you say the car had no spare part, definitely you are running a race. Meaning the day it breaks down, you may have the money, or that particular spare part, that particular car you had the manufacturer don't have no part for it. So we want to say in here that government coming in front of the new government, they will prioritize the purchasing the instrument learning system to replace the current one that we have there at the airport, because they want to outdated, no longer being manufactured by the manufacturer. This was not what we see, but they communicated with the airport and that communication reached to us. And of course, the estimate cost of that instrument is 200,000 United States dollars. But also the airport, in order to keep the airport, and airports, for example, people always say, oh, Liberia hasn't been able to buy a plane. Yes, plane is not like car that you just walk to the parking station or to the car garage and purchase it. You have to leave as it is. Our other report, when they prior to the coming in of the CDC government, the audit report here was 19 when they did an audit of the airfield and the equipment. Liberia had 19%. 19%. And you need and there was another audit done sometime in 2020, I stand corrected on the time during this administration. It came to 27%. And for Liberia to register plane and to buy plane to register here, you need 60%. The audit report by the International Civil Aviation Authority, you must reach to 60% before you can be given the go ahead to purchase a plane. That's sometimes also the government are supposed to bring Air Liberia. You cannot, when you are not reached to that 60%, when the airport, when actual report is saying you are not reached to 60%. Okay? So we are hoping that with the coming of the new administration, those areas of challenge, especially the fire truck, going to a complete international best standard, you need 3 fire trucks at the airport. And when Akio came for an audit, those things were not found here, and as a result, we're downgraded to where we are. And we think there is another there is another thing that needs urgent attention. Like I said, the automatic observatory system called AWOL. All of you who been in plane, before you enter the territory, will tell you how many the weather they will give the weather report. AWOL is very, very old, and every time it breaks down, we got to repair it. And like I said, there's no part for it. So we need the government need 200,000 United States dollars to replace that urgently. Because when we allow it to reach to the point where it comes to a complete standstill, the international community, the International Civil Aviation Organization will put on a red tape. We put in a red line, meaning they will not come to Liberia until they come to another audit. So this is why I thought I had to come to the close of this administration, and we highlight this for the Liberian people to know. But the airport is not a race. Don't let no one get me wrong. We have to take action to prevent these things we are talking about. And I want to, when it comes to playing the flag in Liberia, at the moment you have the foreign airline that fly in our airspace: Air Cote d'Ivoire, that Astra, that Brussels, that Kenya Airways, Royal Air Morale, Air Peace. These are international flights that fly our airspace. Okay? And Astra run daily. Astra run daily. And another thing, when it comes to domestic flight, prior to the coming in its government, there were no domestic flight in Liberia. But here in Liberia now, we have one domestic flight flying the route from James Spring to Harper, Greenville, and Zoebu. Also, they are now exploring the Vandermont Pulau route. We just received application for another airline requesting the grounded permit to fly on domestic route. In time to come, you have to have the opportunity to use the monorail airspace. And during the past year, we had 826 planes that flew over our airspace. And our airspace is made by the rubber flight region. And that has to do with 3 countries: Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. So those 3 countries have one airspace. And those airspace are made by the rubber flight, the rubber flight region. The head of Liberia is hosting that office here in at the Rubber International Airfield, somewhere around Marshall. So we want to thank you. We will entertain a few questions, and we entertain a few questions to bring this conference to a close. We wish all of you, also wish all of you a happy new year. Thank you.
So you're listening to the Director General.
Most 4 questions. So the first question, yes.
Okay, thank you. Chief, happy new year to you.
Thank you.
I'm 6 years young and for checking you talk about the many equipment and commercial collapsing. When did you get to know that many equipment in that version collapsing?
Okay, let me just correct you. You know, the English word very. We are not seeing it as a threat of collapse. We are saying what we are using is no longer in stock. So if it breaks down now, the F will close because that particular system is no longer the manufactured by the manufacturer. What we talk about that is very actually is the AWOL, the automatic weather observatory system that will read the weather to tell you how the wind looking here, whether there's a heavy wind. That is what we are talking about. That is absolutely.
Okay, I also want to know, you talk about it being changed. We want to know, or the public want to know, what's the time frame for that equipment to be changed?
If today the government has money to do that, we need to do that. We need to do that.
Nice.
Yes. Good afternoon, Mr. Director. My name is Kupo Somran. I work for the My question to you, you name all of the challenges faced by your administration or the challenges that the economy on what effort was being made to address those challenges.
Thank you.
Because I believe those challenges were not just identified overnight. And on the other hand, what was the hindrance to those challenges not being addressed by your administration?
Thank you very much. There were a lot of challenges that we were able to address several. And those that remain unaddressed are those I can explain to you. First, the airfield were not calibrated. This administration was able to recalibrate the airfield. Okay? And all navigation equipment at the airfield were being recalibrated. And at the moment, our runway, as I said to you, is 100% perfect. I also told you that the lightning system was clearly addressed by this government. So the only those three areas of concern that remain unaddressed are those areas that are negatively have to do with the purchasing of the A1 that I just told you about. Yeah.
So, yeah, hold on. You done with the two questions?
Well, you didn't answer the hindrances.
What is it? What again?
Yeah.
Of financial at the moment, all those issues, all those to address those issues, especially so you need finance. So what we're seeing here is that as the economic take office, major financial attention will be given to the Rabat International Airport in the budget.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. So my name is William Vicento. I'm pro for State Radio here on BC.
Central.
Yes, sir. We talk about the LCAA. Talk about the staff of the human resource. According to you, prior to your coming, staff force were not taking salary regular. When you took over, what did you do?
I said, what we did
You
was,
said there was delay.
it was the payment always made, was always been made 15 months, then 15 days after the end of the month. So we were able to use our own administrative judgment, but just the time everybody take pay before more, and so as to afford accruing bank interest.
Yeah, so, yes, you done?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm Sylvester Truckley, work for the school network. I'm concerned about the safety of the airport and we classify something as the Latin system being put on control. That also has to do with the legislative aspects. All right, would you mind explaining a bit more about the sustainable aspect of the Latin system in terms of budgetary support for the government? And I mean, can we say in the next 4 to 5 years, the Latin system at the airport will still be good, looking at the basis that we are laying? Can you tell us more about that? Budgetary aspect of the government.
Yes. Well, first of all, the locking system, let me come to the you notice that it used to be generator, but as we speak, we were able to the management of the airport working under the supervision of the CAA were able to ensure that partners complement our efforts by ensuring that to be used for the lighting system at the airport, especially the runway, with continents. Okay. In terms of budgetary support for the airport, to have the Rabat International Airport have the full capacity, you need now less than 10 million to address one of the problems in the civil aviation sector of this country.
Okay, so we'll take the last one, last side.
Yes, so thank you, Director. How should I look for peace? Last time we visited the airport, Equatorial Country. Was it the LCA or the RQ that under the course of calibration?
The is under the supervision of the airport of the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority. So the cost of calibrating the airport was shouldered by the Rabat International Airport, the Liberia Airport Authority, under our supervision. I want you to understand that. when representation are made outside of Liberia for the aviation sector, they made by this office. You understand? So when the problem, actually would not go to them, they would come straight to us. So we were able to ensure that we engage the management to hire the company that are responsible to recalibrate the airport, which they did sometime in September when we were building the management of the Liberia Aviation Authority for the yielding to our demand for.
Okay, so we'll squeeze in two because I see issues generating from other questions. So yes,
Yeah, Mr. Director, my name is Jahim Tumina, right from East Africa. You talked about red flag, and I want to know, you talked about also the audit. And so I want to know how sporadic in terms of the International Aviation Authority carry on their audit process in order for Liberia to not fall under the red flag. And another concern have to do with you talked about the General Aviation Authority, the Rwanda International Airport. Yeah, sometimes are you cared about some of the passengers, attendants who come and talk about other things that affect them as well in terms of luggage getting missing and what have you in order to regulate those things?
Well, yes. When okay, let me go to the what the first thing is.
The audit and
Okay,
the
audit.
periodic
When we talk about
process.
audit is system audit of equipment that are used by every CAA. You understand? And the CAA is one of the CAA around the world is one meet frequently on this issue. Audit has to do with coming. You send an expert. The International Civil Aviation Organization. We send an expert. They want to know how you're wrongly looking. They want to know your lightning system. So they will audit and look at your why don't inspect. But here we have inspector. Inspect those areas and advise the management of the Liberian Civil Aviation Authority to engage the airport. So the first audit after the war, under the Unity Party government, they resolved 90%. Okay? Then this government, when the audit was conducted in 2020, it took us to what? 27. So we need for also in order for Liberia to make a success in the audit, all of the issues, the challenges that led the audit regarding bringing in a fire truck, 3 new fire trucks are needed for the airport. You have the navigation equipment, which is no longer they want to have a deal with the weather. Okay, that need to be what change. You understand? The automatic weather report mission is changed. When those things are changed, and the account come and look at the airport and they look at all of these equipment up to date, then they will grade Liberia from 27 now. You don't go to 45, you go to what? 50 or 60. When you reach a 60, the benchmark which is 60, when you reach that level, now you are now qualified. That the country will now be qualified to say, I can buy a plane, I can register airline to come to Liberia, like how you have some of the country like for example, Lome Togo. Togo doesn't have money to buy all the plane, but because the audit report put them in a comfortable position. So any country they can able to register a plane, which we can't do now because they're not able to meet the benchmark at the country.
okay, so we'll do the last one. Yes. Okay.
The issue of the passengers and whatever.
You know, there have been a lot of measures put in place to deal with the situation at the airport. You understand? This is why we have the aviation security. They are not security for the airport, but rather security are trained who are international best trained to detect crime at the airport. Those security when we notice this, when we notice all of the impropriety at the airport, we're able to put an alert, and as we speak, situation there is being minimized.
Yes.
Yeah, so my name is Violet Butler. I work for OKFM. In time past, we heard news about Brussels leaving Liberia because of dark roadway, there was no electricity at the airport. If you were given an option in terms of recommendation between the sustainability of electricity for other international airlines to come to Liberia as opposed to this aviation machine that you're seeking and you recommend for, what would be your priority in terms of recommendation?
Firstly, you you need a you need all of that important. But at the moment, what is the priority is the automatic weather system you need to be put into place. That's urgent because without that, no plane want to come to Liberia when you don't know the weather condition yet, and that require government immediate funding of $200,000 to get into the airport to buy those equipment. You understand? If all of these instruments, okay, all these two major instruments are listed here, and not given attention to, and there's a breakdown perpetually. You don't find a paper it takes 2-3 days, like we put on the red tape. At that point, now to get it from there, it takes a long time. Brussels, yes. In terms, and Brussels has been one of the constructive partners to Liberia, and many times engaged in fight. By the way, Brussels decided a lot. They want us to enter into an agreement where our technician at the tower will be trained in Spain. That agreement stay on the table, and hoping that sustaining administration or maybe withholding period, we can have those issues resolved. We'll take our exit if necessary. And the lightning system is very important. Like I said for you, we are putting in place a measure, both working with our partner to ensure that you have a permanent lighting system at the airport, no longer where you'll be depending on somebody to give it to you, okay? Or you worry, oh, interior go on the snow. You're using a high quality solar light to have a runway lighted.
Okay, so we're out of time actually, so let me squeeze in one last question. So, Director General, since you took office, it's under 7 months. You really completed the transfer plan in 12 months. So it's good that you call this press conference to give us an insight so that you can give us a leeway in measuring your output here. But as I said, under 7 months, every 2 weeks you're supposed to be, if you're not the choice of the president, you're supposed to be saying number one. I don't know whether you regret the time here with the way you're so much environmental oriented. In my opinion, 7 months is so minute in getting some of the vision go through here. So the next one is that critics are saying, why did you accept when you are in a dying minute? And from 2018, as member of one of the coalition parties, you took office in a dying minute on the election year, which didn't go your way. So what do you stand?
So that lady.
Yeah.
Okay. On a similar note, when I'm actually state president, we are first as well. Little did I know, God, I was in the legislature when it passed the I Business Agency. And we had a 10-year clause in the IP agency. And I never read that item when I was appointed and confirmed. I took office. Later when I perused it, I later realized that it cannot remove. But what is a little bit confusing is the protection clause is still in the in the eye. How be it? I'm not so worried because yes, it is true that I didn't have the opportunity to work in the government, in the coalition government, because 2017, I it's an open secret that I campaigned with him for uh, President-elect Joe Biden. And 2020, I also championed the election of the Liberia Party Senator in Bonn. All of this were reason for which my party was somehow suspicious of me working the government at the time. And there were there's all the many now who help us. So they were noting, and they started really being quiet. And President William called me and gave me the opportunity to serve here. Yeah. But during my time, in fact, I can remember in 2017 when Boga told me, so I'm happy that he helped me when we are getting jobs. So now that I get a job, the test is, the moon is going to decide whether
The labor is from the village.
So I don't have any problem with that. So, like I said, I want to thank all of you for coming. And my party, like I said, by every day, we live in MPB. I'm a chairman of the MPB. I regret of not being chairman of the MPB. The MPB in coalition, as a lawyer coalition, by definition, is a group of parties coming together to form a government. So that definition can now tell you what the position are. I want to say thank you very much for coming.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
That was a good,